Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cooper, and these things rock. Today, I will be ranking every single Girl Scout cookie. Well, actually, I'll be ranking all the ones I've tried. As a college student with a little disposable income who does get care packages every once in a while, it's super nice to receive Girl Scout cookies. But I've never felt the desire to beg my family members for all 12 flavors, nor do I feel like pulling out my wallet and getting on Amazon to get the 5 I'm missing. The 7 flavors I've tried are, alphabetically, Do-si-dos, aka peanut butter sandwiches, Samoas, aka caramel delights, s'mores, tagalongs, aka peanut butter patties, Thin Mints, Toffee-tastic, and trefoils, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. These are the shortbread cookies, so let me know if I'm wrong. This leaves 5 I've yet to try, and inhale an entire box of them within a couple minutes and feel like a piece of human garbage shortly after. These flavors are as follows: Toast Yay, which has a French toast flavor, Lemon Ups, and Lemonade, which are the 2 lemon-flavored cookies. And I love lemon stuff, so it looks like I'll have to get around to trying these someday. Caramel chocolate chip and chocolate-covered s'mores. These all sound delicious, don't get me wrong, it's just that I haven't gotten around to trying them yet, and I don't see myself buying them or asking for them anytime soon. Anyway, I know that's only a little more than half of the total flavors I've actually tried, but whatever, we're going through with this. I'm going to rank all 7 that I've tried. Starting off at number 7, Do-si-dos, or peanut butter sandwiches. I really am not a huge fan of these. That's not to say they're bad, no, far from it. It's just that the peanut butter in it tastes so strange to me, and the grainy texture of the sandwich does not complement that at all. Granted, if someone gave me a box of these and nothing else, I would happily accept it and probably eat a couple on the spot because they're definitely not horrible. They're just definitely my least favorite of the ones I've tasted. Moving on to number 6, Toffee-tastic. These are pretty good, albeit a little dry. The chewy toffee tastes great and goes quite well with hot drinks such as coffee and cider, but the shortbread cookie is a little crumbly for my liking. Still all around a pretty solid entry in the Girl Scout cookie line. Number 5 is Alive, and it's got to be trefoils, otherwise known as shortbread. Where Toffee-tastic fails and having a crumbly shortbread cookie, these succeed. They're thin, buttery, and delicious, that are perfect in small or large quantities. Still though, there's nothing all that exciting about them. They're basically just shortbread cookies that one of your family members could make in far better quality and quantity. And that's what pits them as my number 5. Number 4 is Samoas, or caramel delights. And that's pretty impressive for these cookies when they're being ranked by a guy who isn't a huge fan of coconut. Don't get me wrong, if the flavor of coconut were running for president, I'd vote for him in a heartbeat, and I'd encourage others to do the same. But if the toenail clipping-like texture of coconut were running, well, catch me in an angry mob with a pitchfork and a torch. You see, the coconut on Samoas is just perfect. The texture doesn't remind me of human misery, but instead of sheer quality. There may not be a ton of coconut flavor in this, but that's okay. These puppies are superfluous with caramel, chocolate, and a crisp cookie that brings out the best of everything. I'm proud to call this my number 4. Continuing forward to the top 3, I would have to put Thin Mints as my 3rd favorite. Something about their simplicity just makes them so appealing. Dark chocolate coating a thin minty cookie, hence the name, is just, I don't know how they did it. It's such a simple thing, and yet it tastes so good. Austin Powers once asked, "Who does number 2 work for?" To which I respond, I don't know who he works for, but my number 2 Girl Scout cookie is s'mores. A buttery cookie on top that reminds me of a cross between a graham cracker and a shortbread cookie, with chocolate and marshmallow cream in the middle. These things are made perfectly. You can bite into them normally, or you can tear the sandwich off and eat the cream off of them like Oreos. I've only had these a couple times in my life, but they've made such a lasting impact, I'm craving some now. And finally, the number 1 spot just has to go to tagalongs. Otherwise known as peanut butter patties, these bad boys are absolutely top-notch. With a milk chocolate coating, peanut butter in the middle, and a crispy buttery cookie, the experience of eating one is like a party of exploding rainbows on your taste buds. They just work. It's Girl Scout cookies at their finest, rich enough to be savored in small quantities, yet divine enough to constantly have you craving more.
I tell you right here, old sport, these tagalongs, they're the bee's knees.
Anyway, those are my rankings of the 7 Girl Scout cookie flavors that I've tried. I hope you all enjoyed, and I would love to hear how your opinions compare. Feel free to let me know what flavors you like the most down in the comment section, and tell me which flavors that I should try in the future that I haven't already. As always, stay tuned for future episodes. I am going to be taking a break from this channel for a little bit. Nothing's wrong, it's just I need to work on college and my books and just kind of figure things out. So, as always, thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed, and stay groovy.